Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. You're probably wondering what this show is. Well, so am I. I think it's an amalgamation of every show that we have on IUP-TV. It's a place for shows to make content that they might not usually get to make on their niche topic shows. This week we have features from Animation Nation, Press Play, Witticism, and The Big Hit. Each episode features a theme. Today's theme is winter.
I don't care who you are, that's funny right there.
Ah, yes, winter in Indiana, Pennsylvania. A harsh, cold, and desolate scene, yet amongst the bare stretches can be found a majestic realm, beauty, and pleasantness. To help change the perceptions of such a nasty time in Pennsylvanian lives, our channel has hired guides to delve into these less than habitable ecosystems for a glimpse at what life must have been like back before modern convenience.
No, it's not really snow.
A lot of snow.
Not a lot of snow. That's weird.
Global warming.
Let me quickly assure you, ladies and gentlemen, these men are nothing if not professionals of the highest caliber, each with their own pedigree of preservation and scientific study of these very environments we find ourselves discussing today.
More poop.
In February.
That's poop. That's like some animal or maybe human poop.
By no means is this their first exploration. Why, they've survived the most inclement environments without issue more times than I can count.
My shoes are wet and I don't like it.
But if there was ever a crew to handle such an excursion, it would be these wise folk who have seen it all, imparting valued wisdom along the way.
So like obviously nature's really cool, but I wouldn't recommend going this deep unless you're like absolutely prepared. This time of year, food's gonna be a little scarce, you know, as you can see, like like if you look around, the vegetation super not good. Especially when you go like really deep wildlife, is gonna kind of be a big deal. You don't know like wolves or like coyotes, and like no one's around for miles, so like it's just you versus like nature at this point, you know. And there's something like really primal about that. He's like
T-Rock, that's Dwayne Johnson.
Hey, but like actually Dwayne Johnson was born in my hometown and went to high school at my rival high school.
Wait, no way.
Actually,
Actually,
for real.
like you're not with me right now. Like, you have like a
Wait, like where?
Of course, this invaluable journey would be simply a memory if not captured by an equally as adept camera operator.
All my mind is thinking about right now is this camera right here. Yes.
And thankfully, that is the case. Otherwise, harrowing moments on the trail such as these may not be seen and experienced by the greater masses. Now, I must quickly warn you, dear viewer, these next moments are not for the faint of heart.
Did you give up? Did you give up on that one? Okay, that's okay. Go. Okay, but careful though, okay?
That's where I got scared.
There's a dog. I heard a coyote, I'm pretty sure.
JJ, you gotta get out
JJ,
of
come
there.
on.
No,
JJ, coyote!
it's dangerous.
JJ! Yeah!
Woods.
How are you gonna get down? I'm not.
I don't know, help!
My goodness, what a nasty scrape, though. Thankfully, it's as expected, been handled with poise. It's a wonder that in such a dangerous expedition, these fine folk still manage to keep a level head, all while sharing their bounty of woodland knowledge.
The pipe?
Aliens or Boy Scouts, but there's like...
Boy Scout aliens.
Did you get that?
We're gonna follow the trail the way the pioneers intended.
This also looks like a maple leaf.
Fantastic.
This is also maple. Aren't all oaks maples? Maple Grove! Whoa!
Whoa.
IUP.
Of course, not every moment is as simple or smooth as the rest of this journey. As the crew is now reaching the deepest and most treacherous point of the trail, their very spirit will be tested.
It's a little dense around these parts, but that's okay. You know, when you get this deep in, it's like not gonna. Whew. You're so brave.
Okay.
Hiccups such as these are by no means enough to defeat our adventurers. However, it can lead to internal conflict more dangerous and nasty than any force of nature.
The bigger rocks are upstream. Rock fight!
No!
Though such squabbles are not nearly enough to cause our band to turn back now, not when they're so close to. Oh, I guess it actually was plenty for them to turn back. Well, hopefully, if nothing else, this proves that the wood is not to be taken lightly, no matter what level of expertise. Thank you for watching, and safe travels to all this wintry season.
So my favorite snow level in a video game is Mount Wario in Mario Kart Wii and in Mario Kart 8. It is a really cool track. Like, first of all, there's 3 parts of it, so it's not like a whole big loop, so you see the same things over again. Secondly, you got some very interesting parts in the track where, like, you have one part where it's like ice, you have to drift around. You have another part where it's all wooded area and there's a shortcut you can go through. And then at the very end where you ski down the slope and you see the Mount Wario balloon. Oh, it is really good, really good. So yeah, that's what I have to pick.
Alright, so my favorite winter level. Honestly, I don't know if you really consider it to be a level per se, but I gotta go with the Night Before Christmas area in Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, obviously there's 2 sections of Night Before Christmas. You have the Halloween section, and then you have the Christmas section. And, like, even though you don't get to explore much in the section, it is still a very fun place to venture off. Like, especially with the whole idea of, like, being able to see, like, all the different Christmas-themed Heartless and, like, be able to mess around with Christmas lands, different things. And you even get to do that really fun boss fight against Oogie Boogie, that hijacked Santa Claus's present machine. Like, overall, like, yes, it is, while it's not the whole time a winter level, it is still a very fun level to explore anyway. So that's why I would have to say it's my favorite winter level.
I gotta say, my favorite winter level from any game, as of right now, is kind of a surprise. It's Vega Core from Doom 2016. It really doesn't seem like there should be a winter level in a game that's set on Mars and Hell, but you immediately exit Hell into a frozen wasteland that was man-made on Mars to help keep this AI companion you've had running the entire game. And you need to go through this level, which is one of the hardest in the game. This is where the tutorializing and everything else stops. This is where the difficulty curve shoots up. This is the hill. It's one of the most intense levels in the game. It's got one of the best songs in the game. And you're going through and you're literally shutting down your, basically only friend throughout the entire campaign, just so that you can go back into hell and do more killing. And it's just such an unexpected change in locale and everything else that I feel like it's quite possibly one of the best levels in the game, period. And that's why it's my favorite winter level.
It's going to be the Hoth level from the original Battlefront 2. I know it's technically Star Wars and originated in a movie, but the map is just so good with the AT-ATs and the walkers and the rebel ships that just fly around. I forget what they're called, but I know that someone died in one of them, and that guy was me. There's a lot of nostalgia. You get to play as Darth Vader, which is really cool. I think you play as Han Solo, so it's a really good level.
So my favorite snow level, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of weird because like the whole game is like mostly covered in snow, but it's probably like whenever you like go up in Skyrim to the 7,000 steps, you go up to High Hrothgar to meet the Greybeards for the first time, and then like you get to that one like cliff where that frost troll is just laying there just to absolutely like demolish you. And if you think you're like invincible like the start of the game, that troll will tell you something. He'll tell you no, you are not. He will ruin your day. I will tell you that much right now.
For winter snow levels, this one just came right to mind, but I really like Freeze Easy Peak from Banjo-Kazooie. It really gets me in the Christmas mood. I mean, you climb up Christmas trees, you transform into a walrus and race another walrus. You fight against evil snowmen who throw snowballs at you. But it's really neat, and it's right up there with Cool Mountain from Super Mario 64.
This might be a little obscure to a few people, but the first one I thought of when I was taught about this was the snow level in Pac-Man World 2. I don't know why. It's probably one of the most memorable areas in the game, because in the game you go through like several different worlds, forest level, deserty level, a lava level, and then there's an ice level, and I don't know. You have to climb this whole mountain, and then in like the first 2 levels, and then at the 3rd level, you have this scene where you're skating down the mountain, and that area isn't easy, and it's really annoying, but it's also really memorable to me. And to be honest, I think the people who made the game also knew that it was probably memorable because it's the cover art for the game. Like the skating level is the cover art for the game, so I think that says a little bit about the level myself. So.
I'm Josh. I'm going to be the de facto introduction for this segment for the show. Here we're going to be talking about our favorite holidays because the theme for today is winter, our favorite holiday shows. And my favorite holiday show and or movie is The Polar Express. Personally, the way I see it is The Polar Express is a must-watch movie every holiday. It is a required watch. You could skip every other holiday movie. Okay, maybe you should watch at least one of the claymation movies. But you could skip every other holiday movie, but Polar Express is a must-watch. A lot of people like to get on it because, they think the CGI animation is sucky and all that. I personally never thought so. I like it personally. It's just a good show. It's just a good movie all around. It's not a mega long movie, and it just carries that Christmas spirit, I think. I think it's a good initiation into the whole Christmas time and Christmas spirit. It's a good way to get into it, Also, what's his name? What's the actor in that movie? I'm drawing a blank on that name from that actor. Tom Hanks, thank you. Thank you, random person to the right. Tom Hanks voices 5 different characters in that movie alone, so Polar Express is personally my favorite holiday movie.
I'm Andrew, and my favorite Christmas special / movie will have to be Christmas Who from SpongeBob SquarePants.
Ain't you never seen a Christmas tree before? Christmas who? What? I can't believe y'all haven't heard about Christmas. Tell me more about this Christmas.
I remember watching that special every year growing up. It's a classic. It has a meaningful message about Christmas and the holidays in general. And yeah, it's just classic SpongeBob that you enjoy, but in a holiday setting. So highly recommend it.
I'd also like to mention, I didn't mention it during my turn. I don't know where this is taking place in the video, but Polar Express. It's the only show that I know, only thing that I know that had drifting trains. That was a cool thing. No one mentioned it earlier.
I know it's like February, but we're talking about our favorite Christmas episode in animation, right? And I was thinking about a lot of things. I was thinking about Phineas and Ferb. I was thinking about, like, I don't know, Codename Kids Next Door. Lots of things were going through my head. Then I thought, today's the day. Are you ready for this, Animation Nation? Making its debut that I've never talked about, but I want to talk about it and no one can stop me. I'm talking about Big Mouth. The season 5 that just came out, right? They had a Christmas special and it was stop motion animation. Oh, it was great. They had like puppets and it was very good. And then of course with Big Mouth, they always have like anthology things every now and then. And it was very nice. It was like different people about what they do in like the Christmas season. Some of it was very nice. Some of it was kind of sad. And they had puppets and like stop motion. And it was very interesting how they like figured out how to do stuff that they would have just done in animation. And now they have to do with puppets, like making fire and stuff. So it was really interesting. And I love Big Mouth. So yeah. Wow, look at me. I finally did one of these seriously.
My name is Nolan, as I would hope would be apparent by now. I'm just with the sheer volume. And honestly, my favorite Christmas movie is definitely Charlie Brown Christmas. Like it's a bit of a cliche one. But it's a classic for a reason. What's not to like? There's all of my favorite scenes. Bullying bald, depressed children, berating the same child for wanting to do the play they all agreed to do, but for some reason don't want to do anymore. Linus giving you an existential crisis about God. It's a great, timeless classic, in my opinion, that I think really doesn't get the credit it deserves.
Attention. For some reason, the audio file from the microphone was corrupted and we were forced to use the audio from the onboard camera. It was also windy as Sorry. Frowny face.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to The Big Hits. This is also another very special episode because today we're doing the Fantasy Football Punishment Challenge. Over the course of the NFL season, The Big Hit and I, we did basically fantasy football, and we declared that the losers should do some sort of punishment. We decided on eating hot wings was the punishment, and as you can tell,
surprise, surprise!
Ian and I lost, actually had the same losing record.
No drafts or no trades.
I personally blame Christian McCaffrey for getting injured again.
I blame Jacob Spagnol for drafting my entire roster.
But today, like I said, we're eating hot wings. We actually have the hot ones, hot sauces right in front of us. We have the very bottom, which is classic. Then we have the Los Calientes, which is medium. Then we have the Apollo, which is of course the Lab Stab, which is the hottest one we could have.
Not good.
So while we eat these wings, we're also going to be answering questions asked by Nathan here, sports questions. I believe it is 5 main sports.
2 questions per piece, and we're gonna have, I think, 3 rounds, 4 questions per round at the beginning of, or if you get a question wrong, you have to take a bite of the wing. Sound good?
Yep.
So I guess let's get this party started, shall we?
Which running back finished the 2021 regular season with exactly 1,200 rushing yards? Your choices are Najee Harris, Dalvin Cook, Joe Mixon, or Antonio Gibson.
Exactly 1,200 yards?
Yep.
Oh, it's so vague. It's not, I don't think it's Najee. He grazed 1,000 yards, but I don't think it was 1,200.
We're trying to snap in.
Choices were Joe Mixon, Dalvin Cook,
Antonio Gibson, and Najee Harris.
I'm gonna go with Antonio Gibson.
That is incorrect.
What was the answer?
Najee Harris.
Seriously?
I'm serious.
I'm a Steeler fan. I got that wrong.
Good God.
He clipped 1,000 yards against the Browns. I didn't think he got more than that. All right,
Start eating.
All right. Well, we're starting with the lowest one, which is going to be the classic. So of course.
Ramp. Punishment time.
It's the lowest one, so it's fine.
Yes. Okay. Your question is, which country is the NFL going to be hosting its first ever NFL game in next season? France, Germany, Spain, or Italy?
I think it's you. I think I might know this actually.
I was gonna say Mexico.
They've already done that.
Oh man, I should probably just get this ready.
No, you can try. Just
Spain.
It's Germany.
Yeah, it is Germany. What city?
I'm not sure actually. Just in Germany. They haven't announced one yet.
I knew it was Germany.
Which country was Steve Nash born in? South Africa, America, Canada, or
Canadian. It's Canadian.
That's incorrect.
What? No.
The answer is South Africa.
Whoa.
South Africa. Steve Nash. Oh boy. All right, let's go.
I gotta eat.
Yep.
No, this one's so.
This one's still.
4 questions per wing.
Oh, 4 questions per ring.
Yeah.
I got nothing else.
It's 3 rounds. There's 12 questions.
Papa John's. What are you doing?
What year was LeBron James drafted?
Oh, I just saw a commercial on this like yesterday.
Your choices are 2000, 2001, 2002, or 2003.
2003.
That is correct.
I saw a commercial yesterday about him going to the league.
The future is crunk.
Who was the last pitcher in Major League Baseball history to throw a 10-inning perfect game?
Oh, Jesus.
Fernando Valenzuela, Roy Halladay, Cole Hamels, or Rich Hill?
Say the options again.
Fernando Valenzuela, Roy Halladay, Cole Hamels, or Rich Hill?
Cole Hamels.
That is incorrect. Roy Halladay.
So which one should I go for? The
Go for the baby one.
That's the medium one, I guess.
Taken from newborn chickling, I think. That's my question.
A little bit of chicken.
Our last MLB question. Who led the entire MLB in RBI in the 2021 season with a total of 121? Jose Abreu, Adam Duvall, Shohei Ohtani, or Salvador Perez?
What year?
This past season, 2021.
RBI. I'm gonna channel Kyle Scott on this one, the baseball god of big hit. I'm gonna go with D, just because.
Salvador Perez?
Yeah.
That is correct.
Oh wow! Kyle Scott, if you're there from the heavens, we miss you.
Catchers and pitchers are reporting to spring training. Baseball season has officially started.
When did the Maple Leafs last win a Stanley Cup? 1947, 1956, 1967, or
60.
1982?
67.
That is correct.
God damn.
I know that because I on every single Maple Leaf.
Okay. Our final hockey questions for you, Joey. Sidney Crosby is from which Canadian province? Nova Scotia, Alberta, Quebec, or Ontario?
Oh Jesus! I obviously know who Sidney Crosby is, but I'm not sure exactly which province he's in. Say those again.
Nova Scotia, Alberta, Quebec, or Ontario?
I don't know why B's speaking to me, but I'm going to go with Alberta.
That is correct. Nova Scotia.
God,
doesn't matter. He's a Canadian.
it spoke to me wrong.
Which American city lost the Olympic bid in the Final Four for the 2016 Olympics to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil? Your choices are Boston, New York, Chicago, or Dallas.
Lost in the Final Four?
Yep.
Is this basketball or is this volleyball?
No, this is like the bid to actually host the Olympics.
Oh.
Yep.
City. City. The lost. Say the cities again.
Boston, New York City, Chicago, or Dallas.
So only one of them lost.
Yes, they got 4th place.
Oh, so it's a city that nobody wants to go to. Chicago.
That is actually correct.
I'm gonna be Boston. You want to go to Boston?
Which American city is hosting the 2028 Summer Olympics?
Oh, Los Angeles.
That is correct. Okay. Which American city was the first American city to host the Winter Olympics in 1932? Salt Lake City, Lake Placid, Minneapolis, or Denver?
Lake Placid. What is it?
Oh,
really?
Oh, that
was going more on commentary, but if you want to give it to me.
I thought that was sarcasm. I thought that was you answering.
Okay, this is our final question. All right. How many gold medals has snowboarder Shaun White won in the halfpipe? Your choices are 2, 3, 4, or 5.
You know what's weird is my mom was just talking about how this is Shaun White's last time in the Olympics, and I refuse to watch it. If only I watched it, maybe I'd know this answer. 5.
That is incorrect.
King of the Nar.
Alright, well, now I'm going to try the last dab. It's supposed to be showing hot, so
There are no more questions, right?
That's the last question.
I'll do it in solidarity.
Alright, cheers this. Wow.
Tastes like
Doesn't taste very good. It's just
Somewhere it is 20 degrees currently outside. Are the winds helping?
No.
No, actually.
This is an internal pain that's gonna have severe diuretic impact.
Wow. Okay. Jesus.
In about 30 minutes.
That's actually really hot.
What the Oh. That actually has flavor.
That's what I'm saying. It's good.
You gotta know your Olympics, dude.
I don't watch the Olympics. Who watches the Olympics anymore? My tongue's holding on fire.
Obviously me.
Alright, well.
It is back.
Yeah, this is
It
bad.
goes away and then it comes back.
Thank you guys for watching. Feel free to follow us on Instagram here. And be sure to tune in on IUP-TV. We also have a TikTok. Please follow that. But yeah, this has been the big hit. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.
You're telling me Tony
What
was that?
Thank you for joining us this evening. I really do mean it. From all of us at IUP-TV, thank you. Next week's theme? Is justice.
you know.